You can sit right there. That's fine. Let's make the most of this before you so don't wanna waste a feel like we can make it real. Don't wanna wait when you could be loving me. Silence, too busy reading minds. Already made it here. Don't know the day when you could be loving me. Get me started before they started. I could be giving someone all of me, totally. Don't hold me back like that, just pull me closer, baby. So, gotta make the most of this before it's over. Don't wanna waste a feel like we can make it real. Don't wanna wait when you could be loving me. Silence, too busy reading minds. Already made it here. Don't know the day when you could be loving me. When you could be loving me. Play it safe, guess I don't feel the same. Oh, another day. Won't face what you do, afraid to say it too intimidated. When you could be loving me. Good evening. Good evening. Oh man, when I tell you this is a good evening, this is a good evening. Thank you everyone for stopping through. It's 9 people here so far, and I'm so grateful for all 9 of you. Thank you, darling Tiana, for coming through and listening at work. I hope you are having a good time at work. I hope we can give you a couple of laughs, something to think about, look at, as we go over this last episode of the Bad Boys of LA. And thank you for coming through. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So tonight I'm going to be getting into the Bad Boys of LA. I'm going to do the final season 1, the finale review. I missed 2 episodes, and from those 2 episodes, I pulled out 3 scenes that we can talk about. I just didn't find anything else there to be fascinating, but I will say that this show really came off half-ass backwards. Like the team working building exercises should have came at the front. The beef should have came at the middle towards the reunion, so it gives us something to wait for next season. This just was like definitely poorly put together, but it's something for us to talk about. This was my first ever review of any type of TV show or anything. I think I did a good job. I've had fun actually doing it. I don't understand why it took me so long to separate it from the morning show. Of course, at the last episode, I want to separate it. But it's been great. And I feel like we've got to know these characters. We all have watched this show together. I don't know how I managed to pull off clips the way I have and playing them and not getting flagged, but I'm thanking God every day and every moment. So we are going to get into it. Now, I will tell you this. I have had definitely a few drinks. I just came from a restaurant, had some drinks and all that good stuff. And so I'm really ready to get into this. I did my scenes and clips and all that good stuff earlier. So just sit back and let's just go through all of this stuff. Now I don't know if you all got a chance to see the first two episodes. Um the last two episodes, what it was seeing episode 10 and episode 11. So you really didn't miss much. What we left off on when I left you all, it was the big fight with the chair. And they had that big fight with the chair. And the last scene that we left on was them getting together under the fire to have a discussion. So I pulled out just a little bit of that for us to begin this with, and then we're going to take off from there. I've also crowned each of the cast members. So each one has a certain title, the season's best this, the season's this, that, and the third. And so we'll go through those as well. So sit back, relax, and let's get into this. All right. So the first scene, episode 10. Now, this is what's killing me, right? I pulled this scene out because this is what's killing me about this whole fucking thing is that, okay, everybody wanted drama, everybody wanted beef. Now we're getting to a point nobody wants drama, nobody wants beef. But there is still one remaining question. And it seems like they're just scooting around it. They're letting it go because I feel like the answer into this question would be the producers. The answers to this question would be the people behind the scenes, but there's no answer. So let's get into this first clip.
Stream that everybody.
Right, hold on. Let me see, make sure this is the right clip. Oh yeah, this is the right clip. Okay, so let's get into this first clip. This is Mulan after he's introduced Rio. Then they're talking about what actually happened. So let's get into this. And now listen to Moolah as he asked the defining question. The one question that I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. All right, let's see here.
And all the shit was extremely petty. And I think at this point, it got to so big of an extreme that everybody was just kind of over it.
So yeah, last night, the party, that shit went crazy. And shit got out of hand. This morning, that shit carried over. I thought she would have been dead last night, but I see it still carried over.
Did you catch the one-on-one fade? Because it sounded like WWE. Like, I looked over, I was like, wow, this shit is crazy.
I was outside by myself. I was on the phone. And I just so happened to walk towards, like, where the gate was. As soon as I got right here, I seen Jonathan. As soon as he hit the corner, he walked in, he immediately was like, come on, let's go.
Smoke.
Come on, let's go. So we squared up, we started fighting. That's when I picked up the chair, and I had the chair in my hand. I
want you all to make sure you know, he picked up the chair. He swung the chair first. It was not Jonathan picking up the chair and swinging on him first. So I'm glad that he admitted that. Like you admitted why you got your ass handed to you with that fucking chair. You pick up a chair and throw it at me, I'm gonna do the same thing, try to break a fucking arm too. So now it's, it makes a little bit more sense. Let's continue.
Even really get a chance to swing it because we just ran back into each other and we fought a little bit more. And he picked up a chair, he picked up another chair, boom, swung it at me. He hit me, I blocked it. He hit again, I blocked it. I kept blocking or whatever case be until the chair broke. Once the chair broke, or whatever, it was like sharp on it, it started getting sharp and shit.
So your hands are cut because you were blocking the chair?
Yeah.
And that the chair was sharp, where it was broken?
Jonathan caught that bitch like a dog in a field in a bone, bitch. He started beating the fuck out of that boy. This ain't one of these like little regular chairs, bitch. This is metal. There's no part of cushion on this fucking chair. Bitch, this chair hurt.
You feel like you got somebody in the house?
Like somebody definitely called.
I feel like that was a lineup though, like for the gate to be open.
The gate to be open, security be gone.
Yeah, like a coincidence type shit.
The whole little thing.
I wasn't out there. Nobody's out there with him.
Hold up. You weren't out there? Okay, we talked about this the last time I left. If you were out there, Mulan, you still probably wouldn't have done nothing. Okay, so stop talking like if you were out there, something would have popped off. No, I don't believe that. But it's good that Moolah asked this question, do you think it was a setup? Because I thought that would be the next episode. We would get down to the bottom of that. But it appears as we were going, they're not talking about that. It's like they don't want to bring out what happened. And it sounds like it was a setup between the producers and Jonathan to arrive on site for them to notice that this man is about to get his ass handed to him. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna tell me this man got that much that happened to him and not nobody in the producers knew that Jonathan was pulling up to the house like that. Like, yeah, maybe somebody else, but you can't get me
out there by himself. That just gave me and maybe it was a coincidence. I pray that it was a coincidence. But those is a lot of fucking coincidences.
I agree. There's a lot of fucking coincidences. So that's it. This is it. They're not bringing this up no more. They pretty much have welcomed him into the house, Rio into the house now. Jonathan is gone and they're moving forward. They're cool. This shit blew me. I was like, oh, this is how we're going. Okay, all right. Not too much there. Nothing. Not too much there. So after we do that, that was really the only scene from episode well, it's another scene from episode 10. So that was whether it was a setup or not. Now let's get into one of the most interesting scenes. Now, this was in episode 10, and it was them casting for their video shoot. So they're casting for their video show. They got all these women, they got some men up there, you know, interviewing, trying to go through the process of getting selected for this video shoot. Then we get to cast member number 4. Now, cast member number 4 is a transgender, which they didn't find out until after the casting round, and they went to go do their research. But look how, just watch this scene. Oops, wrong video. Okay, so check this out. Hey.
Get a bad boy, bitch, that's a bad boy. Is you mad boy?
Now, before I continue, the female dancing now is the transgender woman, and you know, doing a perfect job, a great job, and then you get to see them score her in without knowing that she's a transgender. Now, I thought this was, you know, it was an interesting thing to dissect. You know, you have, of course, Moolah and Curtis there, and they're participating as if they don't have that knowledge. And then we'll get into the next episode where they're presented with this knowledge, and then there's a different kind of reaction. So let's check this out. Now, mind you, they're enjoying it. As you know, this is as we see in the world when this happens to men and they've encountered this kind of situation. So check out this like real world type of thing that happens.
Bitch, that's a bad boy. Get a bad boy, bitch.
Get it. Work.
That bitch turned it for me. Shake that ass and bounce those titties, bitch.
I'm gonna give you a 7. I like your presence.
Thank you.
I like her, Dim.
Me too.
I'm gonna give you an 8, cause all I saw was them cheeks wiggling, girl. When you say 8, girl.
No, for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 10. You know you win. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you because it was just, you know, it was amazing. So I'm gonna give you a 10.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm gonna give it an 8 because we built alike. Like,
The shade.
Half of her.
yeah, exactly. No, we built just alike, but I'm gonna give you an 8. I think I'm just confident.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give you an 8 because you got a lot of cake, baby. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give you a 9.
Thank you, baby.
I'm gonna give you a 10.
I'm gonna give you an A because of the ass too.
Thank you. You got the highest.
You got the highest score. Thank you. What's your name again? Southbound Barbie.
So, you know, I didn't think anything was wrong with that. I thought it was, okay. Now, granted, we know the producers added a transgender to this scene, of course, for, the to see what happens, the views and all of that, just that inclusiveness. I really feel like they added her specifically for this scene. Now, it was interesting watching Curtis and Moolah give their commentary, their commentary on her dancing. Now, it didn't seem like there was anything wrong. We're still carrying on, moving to the next day. Now, the rest of this episode to me was just like them working on this video, working on this song, all of that good stuff. You know, it was okay, but it was like first episode type shit when you easing into a show and you're building a team. I don't fucking understand, Zeus, why you decided to put the team building shit, all the shit that we would see naturally to be able to see them building up to wanting to fight and all this stuff. You gave us the fight within the first 3 days of them being in the house. Now the guys are exhausted and they're doing this team building. It just seems very rushed and not carefully thought out. I hope you guys take the lessons in season 2 on another city. Please let these folks do something together first, and then we go into the mess. I don't care if you feel like you don't get a hot season premiere. I'm telling you, it's a winning strategy for a long-term show, because people get tired of just this pop shit. So you know, that's what I thought about that episode. So we'll get into episode 11 when they actually get to select the castmates. Let me just say hi. Hey, Risa, thank you for coming through. Thank you, Hot Spicy Tea. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, Stiggs girl? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you all. Okay, News Crew, for coming through. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this next scene. So this is episode. Now we get into episode 11. 10 was I. 11 was I. But the only scene from 11 that I thought that we could talk about was when they actually got to start selecting the castmates. Now, it's funny how everybody pinned the transgender female onto Moolah. And I said, okay, this is interesting. What is that all about? But so let's get into this little clip here. Now this is episode 11. He was just just like, what? I said, okay, I see you and I understand. All right.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Let me say this. That is a beautiful trans woman.
Yo,
Is it?
yo,
Wait, she's trans?
I went on her. I looked at her Instagram.
Wait, hits him saying we're built the same. The shade of it all kept saying we're built the same. So I'm gonna give you an 8 because we're built the same. Like, dog, let her live. You don't need to be. You hate that a nigga clocking your shit? Don't be clocking my shit, nigga. I know she wish she could have cursed his ass out in that moment. Embarrassing. Sometimes you just gotta know when it's to be grace. When you should have a little grace.
I told you that.
You went to her Instagram?
I told you that.
No, because we wrote them down and I checked her page.
I didn't even know that was a trans woman. I didn't know that.
See how, but I'm saying that for see how she.
I feel like we should have had some rules when it came to casting. I didn't know that was a trans woman.
Rules. We ain't got no motherfucking rules.
I feel like we should have had rules when it came to literally.
I don't got no problem with nobody, but my boy done got caught up in something now.
That's why
I was so excited because we needed some bitches in this house. We
and that
really
is
did.
a bitch.
That's listen.
Now y'all know what he's doing, right? He's trying to justify why he gave the score he did, why he responded the way he did. Now you want to justify it. It was okay when in the moment because, of course, she was passable. You couldn't tell. But now it's out there. You got to do this, of course, in front of the cameras and let the world know so that it's clear that you are a heterosexual man. If you don't get your ass out of here, I can't wait till you see the title that I've given your ass. Yeah, let's continue this. He's doing too much. You're doing too much. It's like thou protest too much.
Bitch.
I did not know that was a trans woman.
She definitely had a fat
And
ass.
big titties.
And she like Nicki Minaj.
You know, it don't change nothing. It's just that's
But number 4 is not invited here.
She's invited.
Okay, so
Four is a
are we
dub.
voting? Number 4. Who all in favor for 4? Say, raise your hand.
Let me see.
Let me just before I put my vote in, let me just say this.
Okay.
I definitely feel like we need a variety of people because there's a variety of different type of people on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need every single angle, whatever the case may be. But that's not the one.
But
Really?
so why is the person who come in the house last, the wackest nigga in the house who can't fight, who just got his ass beat? Why are you giving an opinion on who can be in any kind of video? You ain't got a fucking upbeat or rap in this whole entire thing, but you think that you can choose who should be in their video? Like, dog, if you don't go have a seat, do we need to remind you what you've been through? I'd have been sitting there like, how your arm feeling? You good? I'm just checking. You doing a lot of talking and moving at the same time. I just want to know if you okay, nigga. Where was all of this energy at? Now I hate that shit. All this secondary energy. Now all of a sudden he thick and tough.
So they don't get my.
No, I wasn't for it. So that was the last scene that I found interesting in episode 11. So episode 10, episode 11, that was basically it. They're doing the casting for the music video. Now we get to the finale. The finale where, just an overview, they're really now defining the video. They've sort of selected the folks they wanted. They mapped it out. They're, they get it meeting with the stylist, which we'll talk about. And they all have their own little, this is what I've learned. And I didn't save any of those clips. You got to watch Zeus for that. And then they present the music video. Now I pulled out Gutta's part because I thought Gutta's part was like the best part of the music video, but I pulled out Gutta's part, and so we'll watch that. But this part of the show should have definitely been in the front of the show. We shouldn't be, as it should have been throughout the entire show from the beginning to the end. We shouldn't be ending on we're a team now. You know what I mean? Like we're picking, and we'll pick up season 2 back what we're a team. When we started, these motherfucking niggas was like a fucking circus. So to me, it just went a little bit backwards, which made it delayed the progression of the show. We got everything fucking slow. Now let's get into episode 12. So, everybody's having their kumbaya moments and all this good stuff. What I noticed in this episode is that they decided to use the stacks as sort of an intermediary to pull out more information for the views and for the show, because he had many opportunities and he was poking his head in this entire show. But now all of a sudden we get Stacks asking these intimate questions, and he answered some questions that I had too, which we'll see. So now the first one we have Stacks is with Moolah and Curtis, and Moolah and Curtis want to make sure they look good. They don't want to be queens and all this good shit. And I'm just like, get over yourself. Please get over yourself. But what I've dubbed Moolah as, he is one of the individuals I feel like who needs the most improvement. And I said that because I feel like he's still operating as not as a team member, but as himself. Like everybody should respect his wishes, bow down to him. It's transgender can't come in the house, and it's like, who are you to make that decision? So I feel like he needs some more improvement on this situation. Curtis, I dubbed Curtis as this season's best man. I feel like he was such a team player. He tried to get in on moments and be as kind and considerate. Even when he got a little bit rough and tough, he wasn't as rough and tough. I feel like he was the person who tried to get along with both sexualities in the household and really didn't try to cause too much turmoil. So I dubbed him this season's best man. Like, I like that. That kind of energy is great to have in his house. And I was thinking maybe that would rub off on to Moolah, but Moolah is just, he needs some more improvement. You know what I mean? To understand how to cooperate with a household of people who are different from him. Nobody has to do what the fuck you want to do. Like, who do you think you are? So let's get into this little clip here.
So, what look you going for, bro? What you feeling right now? I'm feeling New York, all black on black, gritty.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
I
me
just
too.
got off the street today.
Okay, you know the vibe.
I just flew in.
So you know that gritty vibe.
Definitely.
You know the vibe. Let's get gritty then. Let's get it. Yeah, me too.
Perfect.
New York, New York shit. We in the building, so we'll represent.
But I have like all the
Vaccine so uncomfortable.
Gloves I got, eyewear I got.
Oh.
But I'm about to murder it, so don't even worry about it. Like, I got lots and lots and lots of cool pieces that we just got.
Sure.
So I wanted to make sure that this was super smooth for you guys. I know this is a dope day.
Yeah.
So the reason I put this clip in was to show how Stacks is really uncomfortable to me, having a conversation with these guys, because I think in his mind, he doesn't want them to think that he's going to dress them gay, like in a gay manner, in a queen manner. And I think that was a moment for them to, we all right, we good. Now, what we'll find out in the Mulan clip is that Stacks has been dressing these guys the whole fucking season. And I remember saying this before on one of the reviews. I said, it looks like these guys are getting clothes from somebody on loan and giving them back, specifically Mulan. And then we find out that Stacks is Mulan's designer, his stylist. And then Mulan slips up and says, I've been serving y'all the whole season. I said, oh, okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know. You've been out here doing this free work. I mean, it's free full promotion for him, but these niggas ain't balling like that. Certainly couldn't pull it over my eye. All right, so the next one we get into is with Anthony and Stacks. Now, this is the fakest of them all. Anthony, boy, if you don't sit your ass down. See, I had started off this show liking you, and then when it came to the serious shit, the business side, and you really being who you are, I feel like you not speaking your whole fucking truth. And I've been watching you offline and the antics you've been pulling. I don't feel like you about that life. That's just me. So Anthony and Stacks are sitting here as well as Durrell, and they're having a conversation about, growth and how well Anthony is grown. I'm like, grown where? That shit on his lip. Every fucking scene, y'all, that I've seen Anthony in this episode, he has some shit on his lip. And now I don't understand all the makeup around him, all of that shit around him. This man has not cleared this shit up off his lip. So I'm gonna show you a clip, and I'm not even gonna spot it. You tell me where if you see the shit on his lip. Now I've dubbed Anthony for this season the best navigator because he's been able to navigate the beef. He's been able to navigate the drama. He's gotten into some things, but it's not nowhere near anyone else's. He's been able to still stay relevant, still stay poppy, still stay in it, but not get too much into the mess. So I dubbed him this season's best navigator. And so I'm always interested to see next season who gonna be able to take that role and navigate through the beef, be the cool one, the calm, cool, and collected. So let's get into this little clip here.
Can you?
I feel like we were talking by the pool.
Can you?
Anthony, get that home. We were by the pool.
I totally forgot.
And I was we got to a peaceful agreement
with two other people at the house.
Yes, with Mulan and Kerrion.
Right.
That was fabulous. And then I felt like we were getting to the next one with you and William, and you were definitely like ready to squash.
And to be honest,
it.
that's out of my comfort zone. If I don't like you, first of all, I'm a Taurus, so I'm very stubborn. So if I don't like you, if I'm not feeling you, bitch, that's it. It's a wall for me.
I do feel that.
So for me to go step out of my comfort zone and be like, you know what, cool.
Pause on the play. I gotta keep it real with you because I know niggas like this. Whenever someone says, I'm always calm, cool, and collected, I don't ever be wanting to get in a beef. And then they say, but when you push me there, I'll get into it. And then you look at the person that pushed them there and they're weaker than thou. You talking about William pushed you there? Nigga. All right, let's carry on. You nobody can push you there, but William pushed you there. Child, y'all be faking. I don't fake. I tell the truth.
Maybe we're on Bad Boys Club.
It was like you put your boss down.
I'm trying to grow up.
Put your piece up.
So I was like, cool. So I tried. When he walked up, I walked up, and his intentions
I felt like
were different.
I was gagging because I felt like I thought you guys were gonna hug, and you came up. It was like I'm gonna give you love. And then I felt like he took that moment to try to duck you.
Yeah.
But I
appreciated messy
that
queen.
you said,
Oh, messy
"Let's squash
queen."
this shit."
Yeah,
you
totally
hear kids'
for it.
charity, it's like, oh, God.
And this
I'm cool.
Hold up. I gotta say
me,
this. Stacks gives me two-faced it professionally. It's almost to a point where he knows how to do it because he's worked around celebrities where he has to work with one who don't like the other. So he could be like, girl, I saw her and she wasn't blah, blah, blah. And then go to, I was working with her. So in this moment, as I'm watching him do this, I'm like, you just, messy something. So I'm wondering if they watching this and seeing the whole playback, like, really?
A whole other mental space, it's fuck you forever, bitch. But when he told me that he saw growth in me when I was willing to apologize to William, knowing how stubborn I am as a person and never give a fuck. If I don't like somebody, I don't care for that person. That person can die and I can give two fucks about that person. But the fact that Winnie saw something in me as far as growth really pushed me back a little bit and made me realize that, damn, maybe this show did help me at the end of the day.
But I want to give you a hug because I love you.
Thank you.
You made me cry. You've been so.
Now, I gotta say this. If this show filmed in a matter of 3 days and 3 weeks or whatever, if this little bit of show gave you the growth you needed to realize that you can be, honey, you've been traveling the wrong road and been going through the wrong lessons. I do not think that. I feel like you are fronting as hell. You went after William. We're not talking about, no, William is probably the easiest person. Him and Dylan are probably the easiest people in the house to go after. So you thinking you put some bad boys aside, then you had to come out your shell and I'm about to get you. On William, that's a bad example, bro. That's not a bad boy example. That I wouldn't even have brought that up. I'd have told him like, that was a little something, something. That wasn't even. We was just playing. Child, are you kidding me? All right, let me see what's popping in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. I told y'all I really appreciate it. Who got his hat dread snatched? Okay. Hey Rico, I'm here watching. Thank you, Rico, for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The way I holler at Jonathan wearing them things, baby. Jonathan did that, didn't he? Thank you, Rico. I appreciate it. Um, hey, Kervixen, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Jojo. Yes, baby, that shit on his lip, and he kept trying to like he in a later episode he keep trying to hide it, and it's like I don't know if you had somebody in the house that you shouldn't have had, but you might want to go on ahead and go on and do what you need to do. It is not cute and it is not hot when you see that shit on people's lips. Are you serious? I'm just saying, playing. That's all I'm saying. Like playing around. Are you kidding me? Get out of here, boy. You need to move it. So that's where we was with Anthony. Then Stacks had another interview. Child, Stacks over here doing the whole show. I hope he got a check off this shit. He giving them clothes that he done borrowed from somebody and told him that he gonna put on the show. So they giving him, loaning him shit. Probably other celebrities who ain't wearing the shit. Milan, and now Milan wearing it, styling a whole fucking season of people. And then you're doing the interviews in the show. I hope you're getting a check for this. Now you're not a bad boy. By the way, I hope you understand that you're not a bad boy. We don't want to see you consistently as a bad boy, but I don't mind you doing this little interview thing you're doing. So let's check out this next one. Now he's interviewing. Oh, before I go to that, I wanted to play this little cute clip of Durrell. Now, Durrell, I have dubbed Durrell for this season. He is this season's favorite. I think everyone has found Durrell to be their favorite of the season. And so I pulled out this little clip of him because it reminds me of me in my fast days.
Yeah.
But I'm not fast like that anymore. But I used to be bold and fast like this. And I said, oh, look at Durrell. So I pulled this clip out, but I've dubbed him this season's favorite. It'll be interesting to see next season who will be the favorite of the show. But right now, as they continue to develop in their roles, but right now I feel like Durrell has definitely won the season's favorite character, favorite cast member. So, and then I'll put this entire list up on my community wall as well after the show. So let's get into this little cute moment of Durrelly Rel.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is Zay saying something about me?
Girl. Wait, Zay?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Zay, my sister?
Uh-huh.
Wait, Zay. Hold on, he right at the door. Zay. Hold on, Zay. Come on in, friend.
Queen.
So this is Zay, everybody, my lead assistant. He's so amazing.
He's in love
so
with
what
you.
you want to say, friend?
He's in love with you. I was trying to figure out if Zay has said something about me.
We're big on energy. And he always says your energy is amazing.
Let me give him a hug.
Ooh.
She is dumb.
Okay, we love that.
She is boy crazy.
Okay. She boy crazy. Look at my hug on. Well, okay, friend. Well, Isaiah, let's definitely, we're definitely gonna get them in their looks. We're gonna do furs with them. We'll do, definitely make sure that they're accessorized for the gods.
Well, let's let them get
and
to
yeah,
work.
period.
Okay.
Well, I love you guys. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Thank you.
I love you.
What I want to wear, I can see it already.
Heck
My
yeah.
friend. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Come on, you thirsty asshole.
Again, a little thought.
Okay, we don't get no lawsuits here. We ain't get no lawsuits.
Now, what I can say about Stacks is he's entertaining enough to have his own show. Like maybe with his interns of him doing shows and stuff. So Zeus, you might have somebody on your hand. You might have another maybe very, very entertaining show that's non-messy with Stacks. I think you might want to do it. And it's a great blend of the two, or a nice crossover. I think that might be good because I would watch a show with Stacks on it. So that was Durrell and his whole thought moment. And I thought he was definitely this season's favorite. So let's move on to Dylan and Stacks. Now, I've dubbed Dylan this season's low-hanging fruit. Okay. He is this season's bottom of the tree, the lowest banana on the tree, the branch that's at the bottom of the tree, because he had no relevancy, no point. He didn't rap in a song. So he on the stage looking like he rapping. I said, I damn near said, you know what? I know they're not finna put this on the show. I know they're not. So I dubbed him this season's low hanging fruit. It will definitely be interesting to see how he grow and if he'll still be considered the low hanging fruit in my eyes. So check out this here clip of him giving us information that we really should have gotten at the beginning of the season, like I just said, so it'll help us understand him a little bit better and maybe help him navigate this beef, the beef that he had, the drama he had.
Okay. Like before I came here, I was homeless, literally literally homeless. Like I didn't have shit, barely even clothes. That's why I'm dressed in like thrifty shit because like I don't have what everybody else has. So I came here to build myself up, build my confidence up, and just be me. I want to further my promoting career and just be something better than I am now. Like, time to change who the fuck I am.
I'm sorry, I gotta cuss. That's fucking amazing. I'm like I said, I'm all for like just the whole experience.
Okay.
Now let's talk real quick. You see how if we would have known in the beginning of the show how homeless he was and how he's just trying to come out of his shell and be something different, how that would have helped us understand him being the boring one, him being the shy one, him being the quiet one. Instead, we get it at the end of the fucking season, and now we look back like, oh, I mean, we kind of sort of known it, but I think these are things that I swear that however they formatted this and did this, it was just rush the beef, rush the drama, and then get to the more important points of the show. You need to mix that stuff in because he came off totally like a waste of your budget. And I'm not saying that because he's like white. I'm saying that because he literally added no value to the show. And then we get to the next nice, cute scene. And so we have Curtis with the ladies. And of course, I've dubbed him this season's best man because I think he was a great example on that as a part of this cast of integrating, gay men with straight men and just trying to figure it out. I don't feel like he would put up such a tussle like Moolah. Like, you're a grown man. You really acting like a little ass kid when you look back at it. So yeah. Now, see, Risa, see how now it makes us like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. Because there was times where I'd be like, why is this boy got on no shade? I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say why he got on Reeboks, but why are you wearing why don't you look like the rest of the cast? But now I get it. You're thrifty. You don't have it like that, which would have begged the question from the beginning: how the fuck did he get on the show? Like, can we see his casting tape? Like, did he front like that? Then he said he's a promoter in his city. What are you promoting? Wasn't he the first one that got beat up? Walking around with a whole scar on his face the whole entire show. That was not cute at all. That should have been known. Build character background. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I really hope they do it better on the second go round, the second season, which I'm looking forward to. All right, so let's get to this scene with Curtis. Kurt. Him trying to be as manly as possible. Oh, before the Curtis scene, we're gonna do Mulan and Winnie. Now, Mulan, of course, I already told you that Winnie is his sort of his stylist. So they already had a relationship. But watch how he walks in there like he owns shit, and Winnie is trying to draw him back, like, hold up, bitch, this my shit. This my shit. I got you. I'm gonna get you what you need. Then he says all of this shit is on deferment, or so I think he thought he said deferment, bro. Check this shit out. And then Rio walking in there like he owns some shit. Like, Rio, how your arm doing? Okay? I see you still wearing a cast, bro. And you acting real bossy. So let's check this out.
So you got
where my phone? I already picked out the necklace that I wanted.
You got new stuff.
Now, right here. That's why I love y'all.
I'm gonna wear this.
Y'all the only.
No, I'm wearing this tonight.
Y'all the only. Hold on. Listen to me. So y'all the only ones that I would let do all of that. Okay. I love you guys. Yeah. Okay.
I will let you guys do all of that.
I will.
And she got security and stuff. It's just too much.
No,
It's
because
security.
you never know if I gotta hug a bitch or slap a
That
bitch.
has never been
Okay,
that.
so I be giving.
We meeting up with my stylist, Winnie Stacks. And when I say my stylist, I literally mean my stylist. I was
We
the
need to
first
know
person in Hollywood to hire Winnie Stacks when he first came to California from his hometown.
Okay, so y'all didn't put no stones or nothing on my
I have somebody making you a custom one that's about to be dropped off.
Okay, well, they need to
Yeah, I
hurry
got
up since I'm wearing this.
Period. That's cute too. Okay.
Face mask.
I'm gonna make sure that everybody's
Okay.
styled to perfection.
Just put me in some fly ass shit, cause I'm a fly ass nigga.
I got your chain.
I got a really
just
thick
like I
throat.
wouldn't give your chain up.
Okay.
I got your chain on hold.
This is a really. This is too.
I got you. Let me put
I'm wearing all my
together.
jewelry.
You have lots of
Diamonds.
fabulous
Yeah.
diamonds, you know. But you know, I'm the furrier for today.
Oh, these look nice. I got my pink fur on. I'm about to lose it.
You
know
got
what I'm saying? And I'm about to take it.
You got your pink fur on? No, you have someone else's pink fur on. Okay, that's just for the sake of semantics, you have someone else's pink fur on, and I'm sure that was rented for a cute little penny for the show. I dubbed Mulan this season most self-overrated. Like, I think nobody else blows Mulan up more than himself. And it's it's sort of a narcissistic, but that's one of those high characteristics of men. I think every man has a little bit of narcissism in them. And so I dubbed him, most self-overrated, but I feel like that's a continuing title. I feel like there'll be another person next season who'll feel like they're the shit, and that's how he came in, trying to be the alpha male, run the house, because he really believes in his own self. So in my mind, that's an evolving role for the show, to have someone who thoroughly believes in themselves to the point that they'll sometimes fight for some of the rights and then other times call somebody else in. I don't know how that shit worked, but yeah, he is definitely highly overrated for this show and a little too old for this show. But yeah, so that was them. Now let's get into the Curtis with the ladies scene. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, it was just like, just a little too saucy for me.
We all voted for y'all. Y'all in the building. You know what I mean? So we about to kill this video shoot. Y'all all looking good. Y'all all looking fly. The ladies looking fly. You feel me? Bro, you feel me? You doing your thing? You feel me? I ain't gonna say too much. You feel me? You doing your thing.
You look amazing.
But the ladies, y'all looking good. You know.
Now hold up. Before we go on this scene, I need y'all to pay attention to two fucking things. One, I highly believe he smashed one of the girls on one of the girls right here. And I kept thinking, like, is this why a lot of men like to have a lot of women in the dancing in their videos? Not only for them dancing and the look of the video, but for the casting element of it. You get to cast all these beautiful women. They're so hungry to be a part of it. They may be interested to go on a date or go out later. And then, you smash, you get selected, and now you're in the shoot. Literally, this is what they talked about in this episode about, oh yeah, she got to be on there. Yo, she got to be on there. Yo, I was with her last night. This is Curtis, if from earlier in the episode. And so now you get to see him and that girl act it out a little bit. And I said, oh, this what y'all niggas be doing? Y'all, so look at y'all.
I'm saying? So we're gonna go kill this shit. You feel me? And shot o'clock. I'm hella hype right now. You feel me? The girl's looking hot as fuck. I'm like, yeah, this is my element. This is exactly what I like. I remember some of y'all. Specifically, I remember you.
Okay, listen, hey, if she put that thing on him, I'm not mad at her for it. You gotta, listen, I ain't saying use what you got to get what you want, but I'm saying use what you got to get what you want. I wasn't mad at her at all, or him, or shit. Baby, don't listen. If the opportunity.
I remember you.
I remember you too.
Okay. I made it then. I made it.
You was on that table getting crazy.
And what about me?
Here go this time. Here go this time. Here go this time.
So I need y'all to keep that same energy. I need you to
keep that same energy.
I need you to keep your energy, and you gonna keep your energy.
Yeah. No, that part. Nah, yeah. So you gotta do your shit the same way. You gotta do your shit. All y'all do your shit. The fellas, I'm gonna leave that for you, really.
Well, you look amazing.
So I thought that was cute of him, just checking out the ladies, giving them their props, being a gentleman about it. And then you got Durrell in there flirting with the men, hugging them all up on him. I'm like, boy, you just make me start to think that you wasn't getting nothing back home. You wasn't doing nothing. So I'm glad he is living his best life. That jacket is fire. That jacket is definitely fire. How his head doing? I know it hurt when Jonathan snatched him dressed like a little rag doll. His style is a little bit all over the place for me. Who Mulan don't have no style. Mulan is chosen style. It's crazy. Smash it. Hey, Trish, smash it. Thanks for coming through. Hey, Slappy, how you doing? Thank you for coming through, Slappy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And there was no straight men on this show. You and I both know that there was no straight men on this show. I was gonna say they were bisexual, but I don't even know about that either. Let me not put that title on them, but I definitely know that Moolah, for him to be so just, no, I don't want the transgender in the house. What you think? What's gonna happen? You gonna get a little hard if you see it shaking? You don't want nobody seeing you get hard on a transgender? That's your problem. You take that shit up with God and yourself. You don't put that on. That ain't her fault. Don't look at it. That's how I feel. Shit. That's how she want to do it. And what the fuck? Like, Naries, you popped through. What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, listen, I'm all good and drunk. I'm not drunk, but I'm all good and toasty. It's called proper pussy management. Ain't no way I'm dropping it on him, child. So, Reese, you would not give Curtis no play? Like, no, for real. You wouldn't give Curtis zero play. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you think he's unattractive? I mean, I don't know. I think out of the two between Curtis and Moolah, for me, I found Curtis to be more attractive, partly because of his personality and his attitude. Moolah makes me feel like you gotta just like tell him his breath stink all the time. Like you ain't the shit, nigga. Chill the fuck out. Relax. Like you gotta steadily stroke that nigga ego. Absolutely not. What about Moolah? She said, absolutely not. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. If I have to sleep with someone for events in my career, I'm not doing Curtis. I need this Gucci to work. He's corny. He can buy my drinks in the club though. Yeah, he does have that, to me, cute corniness, but I see. Hey, Voodoo. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Let me just say I like Milan's Rolls Royce though. Is it? Oh yeah, he did get one. Yeah. Milan has his moments. If he was a better person, I think I could fuck with him. But I just feel like maybe that comes with growing up in the industry. Like he got to learn his lessons because maybe I don't know, but he just gives me very much so. I need attention. See me. I'm the best. I'm better. And it's like, bro, you 90 in a room full of 20-year-olds. Act appropriately and accordingly. That's how I feel. All right. And so last clip I have is of the actual video. Now, this is behind the scenes to remind me of MTV or VH1's Behind the Music, where you get to see people make the video. And I was like, oh, I forgot how some shit was done. So check this clip out. It was Gutta, and Gutta was doing his fucking thing, talking about he's embodying Cardi B. Cardi B's the shit. I said, all right, let's stay on topic at hand. Let's not stretch things too far and to the left. So let's get into this clip. Hold on, let me enlarge it for you all.
Fuck it up, Gutta.
So Gutta come out and she like on top of these little boxes and they got different color lights or whatever the case may be and they flashing and she up there doing her thing, giving very much Miss Diva like or whatnot.
All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
Now, notice after all that, the transgender woman, she's in the episode, she's in the cast, but they decided that they get to choose who gonna be in the scene with them. And so Gutta put her in the scene with him. And so I thought that was dope of him to do because she showed up and showed out. Now all of a sudden, because she a transgender, and I don't want her in the house. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? You on a whole LGBTQ affiliated, incorporated, partnered with show. It's not just about you and what you like, you asshole. I could see me being very offended by him. Like, who the fuck you think you is, nigga? You going shit and stink like the rest of us. What the fuck wrong with you? I could see me not having too much favor for Moolah.
Ready. Role play back. Camera set. Roll play back. Get a bad boy, bitch. That's a bad boy.
Get it.
Mad boy, bitch. That's a bad boy. Get a bad boy,
bitch. Bitch on the show, no cap. I sell these hoes. I'm mother. I don't fuck with hoes. I'm the baddest bitch on the song with all of my brothers. Hey, one of a kind. I'm that. Attention on me, hoes. Niggas wanna fuck me. Niggas wanna suck me. Thumb in his ass while he hits from the back. Walking into this, I was not nervous. I thought I was gonna be nervous, but I wasn't nervous at all. It gave very much so natural feelings for me once I stepped on that stage. All these hoes look trifling, booty on me. Got the hoes on the fight, now so pretty, so silly.
Gutta comes on stage, he kills his verse as always. The bitch looks dumb.
Now, when I tell you Gutta's actual scene in the video was the hottest out of all of them, it just was. It wasn't like how you would envision it. So this is how we ended the show. Them filming this video. They gave us the last clip. Everybody got like maybe 30 seconds to say how they've grown on the show or talk how they, how the show's made them a better person. Mulan talking about getting tattoos on everybody. Bad boys for life. No, bitch. You just season 1, honey. 1 month knowing you bitches. You already talking about getting a tattoo. I don't know you like that, nigga. I'm still wondering what's going on. I want to know how your friend Arm doing. That's what I want to know. You talking about you doing too much. No, I'll be the first one. A tattoo. Boy, go to bed. You already out here talking about love notes and tattoos. No, sir. I'll be the only one stepping out of that. I ain't no fucking tattoo. No. Maybe 3 seasons in. First season, that's not no rites of passage to me. What the fuck this is? We done made it. Where? Who made it? We still trying to see if Rio's hands are still together. Can he write? I'll be so messy. Hey, can you write this down for me real quick? Go ahead. See, he still can't write, y'all. He over here trying real hard. Just a messy bitch. I'll be in a confessional. So I asked him to write something because I'm trying to figure out is he fronting or not. He couldn't even write his own fucking name, y'all. I'm just listen. He worried about the wrong shit, but I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'll be all in the confessionals. So hell yeah. So this is how we ended. Got the video. I'm hoping that we get a reunion. We'll definitely do a reunion episode where we'll come review the reunion. Now, what my hopes for like the reunion and moving forward. What I hope is that William comes back. I hope that they get Andrew back. I hope they get Jonathan back. All of those folks back so that they can start from the beginning to where we landed at the end of this show. Because the mess is all over the fucking place. You got people coming in and out. They can start with Andrew, what happened by himself. Then they can move into the cast. Then they can move into William, then get his ass out of there. Then they can move into Jonathan, get his ass out of there, bring Rio in. And then get Rio the fuck out of there. He don't need to be sitting up there with the rest of them. Get him out of there and then have the cast answer questions. Who do I think they should not bring back? Y'all already know who I'm gonna pick. Y'all already know. It's by nature of law that I choose the lowest hanging fruit. I'd rather them swap Dylan out so he can go get the healing he needs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old he is, but for him to still be hanging on to the fact that he's homeless. Like, how long ago were you homeless? Are we talking about you homeless and growing up as a child, or like homeless a couple months ago? Because if you're talking about growing up as a child and we're still here and you're still looking homeless and thrifty, there's other things that you need to be focusing on in your life, Dylan. And I'm not trying to be funny, but you will be putting all kind of pressures on you that you're not even at that point. You said you're a promoter back home in your hometown. You book parties and do all that kind of shit. Well, how much money are you making? I don't know. So I would just ask them to exchange Dylan out or put somebody on the show that can partner with Dylan and make him stand out. If somebody else I had to swap out, I would swap Moolah out. Yeah, I would swap Moolah out. I would keep Kerrion. And Kerrion, I dubbed him as somebody else who needs improvement. So we had 3 folks who needed improvement. Moolah, Kerrion, and Rio. Them motherfuckers are the most who needs improvement. Moolah absolutely needs improvement. He needs to understand that the world does not evolve around him. I don't know what the fuck he been through. I don't know what kind of shit that's made him feel like and you know, I think why I'm so like this because I hate men who are like that. Like they just think they shit don't stink. Like they just I'm a man, so you on like what the fuck you think you is? I don't give a fuck, boy. Are we kidding? And I feel like that with Moolah. And it's like, grow the fuck up, bro. You are not the only one in the room. You're not the biggest dick in the room. You're not the only nigga in the room. You certainly ain't the best good looking in the world in the room. Like, what's all of it? What you got? What you pulling all this shit for? And we a bunch of niggas. Ain't nobody about to kiss your ass and massage you like that. Now I get the whole, oh, hey, Moolah. No, after a while I've been said, like, look, we said we gonna have pepperoni pizza. I don't give a fuck if you're a vegetarian. Talking about some vegetarian pizza in the house only. No, nigga. No, nigga. Kerrion. He needs the most improvement. Kerrion needs a lot of improvement. There was a moment in this last episode where he was talking to Stacks, and I didn't really bring it, you know, but he talked about, I think he was talking about how he feel like he's grown on this show, and it's like, grown where? I don't feel like you have grown on this show. I feel like it was just an opportunity you thought to grow, like expose yourself in the industry, and you fucked around and got exposed yourself. He's still faking like he don't like Gutta, but he offering all of this. So I should have clipped that, but he, I mean Gutta ain't like that, but I care about Gutta, his mental health, his state of being, how he feeling, what he ate, all of this shit. I would say to my nigga, I'm looking like, you might as well just say you want to, like, what's wrong with that? Now, brotherly love is different, but brotherly love comes with time. You only known this man for maybe a month or two. That's like, to me, attraction. That's like some hot shit. And we don't know if y'all been fucking in the house. We don't know. Gutta's hot in the pants. If Gutta anything like me, your ass would have been downstairs, you know what I'm saying, around about 3 a.m. in the morning, talking about some, why am I down here? So I don't know what else to tell you, but I do think you need some improvement. Now, that doesn't mean that I think you need to be off the show. I just think that you still have some developing that needs to go on with you. So I'm not counting you out. I'm just saying, look at the lessons that are presented in front of you and just grow from there, especially when it comes to your sexuality. Either you want to say something or you don't, and then go with that. If you don't want to say nothing, tell these bitches to suck your dick the long way. Okay. And if you do, tell them, yeah, I like both. Shit, I like a little ass and dick, and I like a little pussy and titties. Like, what is wrong with that? And then let them consume and digest and take it from there. And if they don't like you, tell them to just go stick their head out the window until they get enough air to come back in to like you. Who gives a fuck? That's where I want you to be. But I don't feel like you're there. You're still, why y'all care? I don't know. Because you're a grown ass man in a house with a whole bunch of men who are trying to bond and grow and grow. So it's at a point you either gonna say it or not. So that's what I think about him. Now, Rio, I just don't know you enough, and I just put you under needs improvement because, again, I want to know how your arm doing and how your hand doing, and we want to know where them locks at. So we have a lot of questions. They may be medical and health questions, but Rio, we have questions and we think you need some improvement. I absolutely think the man needs some fucking improvement. Let me see what y'all been saying. Wasn't it? Oh my God, it was. I think, hold up. I think back in your thought days, they both could get it. You talking about Mulan and Moolah and Curtis? I mean, first of all, Moolah got that whole New York thing going for him, and I find it attractive, of course, because I'm from New York. So the whole gritty, when he put on that red and black fur and was looking like Cam, I said, "Oh shit, okay." But then when he talks and he starts acting like himself, I just get so like, oh. I get so hold up. Y'all know DKL looked out for the news crew. Yes, he did. Hold up, let me see. Hold up, this is what I got for him.
You ain't nobody.
Okay. And we also got this one.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
And we got this. So I'm gonna keep adding them to the collection. I thank you, DKL, so much. He even told me how to make my own. So I appreciate him so much. But yeah, yeah, I would definitely probably in my young days I probably would have did, things happen. I can't hold that against myself. Um, Behind the music was so fucking dope. I remember I saw Tweet, Missy. I remember seeing Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Mariah Carey, Heartbreak in the theater with the popcorn and the stunt double. I was all here for all of that. India Arie. I remember all of those. Would you be on the show, King Roman? I couldn't. I would be the one like in the back, producer number one, who's on scene first, on scene, coordinating, getting shit together. You're not filming today. Okay. So you ain't got to come downstairs. Stay your ass upstairs. I want to be able to do that. Manage the talent. But I probably wouldn't because I see past the bullshit and I'll probably be saying stuff that we can't say on camera. Like, the producer told your dumb ass not to say that, stuff like that. King will be fighting. Hell yeah, I know I will be fighting. I absolutely know that. I know I accept that. I accept that I will have to probably be fighting, which is probably a reason I don't want to be on the show because I don't want to be on public TV fighting people, like literally getting into physical fights. First of all, you're not going, nah, no, it's going to be a forever on site. You throw a fucking chair at me. I don't care how big you are. You do that to me, I'm going in the house to get a knife. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I know I couldn't be on a show like this. It will be, they probably wouldn't have to air this shit. He hit me with a chair. I would stab that. I would cut that nigga up. Yeah, I couldn't be on the show. I will cut him up. I'm telling y'all that for real, for real. Definitely fight. Oh yeah, absolutely. We already know. Don't like rapping his tone. A Gutta. I love that orange color. Yeah, he definitely put it up. Don't like his rapping tone. He is giving me Summer Walker vibes with that look. But his performance was the most creative. Oh, and then the other part of it is the other. So you had Dylan sitting on the cube in front of Gutta while Gutta was rapping, and he was just singing "Bad Boy." It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy. All offbeat. It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy. I said, you're right. It is a bad boy because you're not. Her tone is ugly. Her the way she rapping, but he looks good. Oh yeah, it's always back to the arm. Let me log off. I'm waking up at 4:40 a.m. to go to my Pilates class. Good night. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Not all in the confessionals, baby. I will be all up in there. They would want to fight you for sure. Absolutely. I know they would want to fight me. First of all, me and Mulan will be fighting from day one because if I'd have known that was the biggest room in the house, y'all told me having that room, then we got to go square to toe. I don't know what the fuck y'all. I don't know why he feeling like it's safe. It's gonna be fighting every day about that room. So it would be. That's why I know some of this shit is scripted. I don't want to do all of that. Have a good night, Risa. Thank you for coming through. See you Wednesday. You think Andrew coming after how he acted? Chances are he's probably not, but I think it would be great if they did have him on there though. I hope Mulan doesn't show up. Mulan's showing up. Mulan's showing up because everybody's gonna be watching. So Mulan ain't gonna miss that opportunity. Okay, so Mulan showing up. He is. Kirk Franklin's son, baby. I just pray that Kirk Franklin and his relationship with his son gets stronger and better. And I hope that Kirk Franklin, and I don't want to put the onus on him, but I hope now watching his son engage with other gay men, I hope it allowed him the opportunity to see it for himself so that now those kind of conversations may be a little bit easier for him to have. Maybe some questions were answered by watching his son. Maybe he might have some more pointed questions. So I hope that happened. I saw that and I said, I hope his dad can understand the pressures his son put himself in, because ain't nobody pressuring that man, especially no grown men. Oh, I'm sitting here. I got a hole. I think the girls turn him out in jail. That's why he acts like that. You know, there's a something to it. Where my money do already say he not coming back. I know he said that, but he is. You talking about Mulan? Mulan is. Roger, what's going on? Moolah coming out on second two. Catch. You think so? You think so? Here I go. I hope so. Why would I hope so? And I think he got a back attitude because I would just get to see him fight himself being that way. But I don't think I honestly don't think he's like 100% homosexual. No, I don't. I just think that he may be super, what is that, hyper masculine. So he got to go extra hard to prove that he's not gay. But I don't think that I don't know. I think that he'll definitely mess with a transgender woman. I think that's an opportunity we just clearly saw, but I don't think he'll, like, would he do something with Gutta? I don't think so. Would he do something with Kerrion? I don't think so. Mulan, no. Anthony, no. Them lips, baby. All you gotta do is see his bottom lip and be like, not you hot in the pants. Oh, baby, what? Pants be on fire. Leave that man arm, head, and locks alone. You know I'm gonna be asking questions like, sir, I see you eating over there with that spoon. You must be feeling better. They gonna hate me. Man, you just gonna fall on it by accident. I mean, listen. Okay, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying. I am just saying. So that was all I literally had. Now I wanted to drop the link if anybody wanted to come up, offer any commentary or anything like that. So I'm gonna share the link. Now, just know this, that I've already got my Sky Mods and folks on deck for anything, any tomfoolery. And I'm gonna keep my what is it, overlay up in case anybody trying some of that bullshit. But we're pretty good over here with catching all of that. I'm not even for that dumb shit. And even if I see stupid names down here that I've never seen before, and then you put your voice up here and it's something, I'm gonna drop you. I'm not even gonna ask you questions, and I'll just say I'm sorry, it was a mistake later. That's the kind of game I play. I even told the mods, block first, and then we'll just ask the questions later. You don't even got to say, hey, I think this. No, just escort them to the nearest window or the nearest door, and then they can be out. Because I mean, I don't even give that over here. So we're going to be easy on that. So I'm going to share my link. I always forget how to do this. You hit share. Wait, okay. So feel free to come up, talk. If not, I'm going to keep rambling. Here is the link. Okay, you know sniper's always on deck. I love a sniper, baby. Let me pin that. I love me a little sniper. In real life too. Okay. All right, let's go. All right. It is kicking in. Okay. All right. It is definitely kicking in. Let me see. And then come on, Rome, you're just gonna fall on it by accident. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who would I want to see on the show? I was thinking about that too. Like, what other guys would I want to see on the show? And I just really don't know. I think they have a different kind of thing going on here because they got straight and they got gay, they got all of that mixed together. It's giving the church ushers come this way, baby. Okay, what's wrong with that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if nobody want to come up, that's cool. No pressure. I can just keep blabbing on. But I do think that they have a good show in their hands. I was interested in the show. I was engaged. I think that the next city that they should give a try to should be like a southern city. Maybe Houston, maybe no. I don't want Atlanta right now. Give us Atlanta for maybe 3 or 4 seasons in. I'm just over Atlanta. It's overly saturated, too much going on there. But maybe a Houston, maybe what's another popping or thriving southern, maybe Jacksonville. I'm just trying to think anything that along those lines. Maybe a South Carolina or North Carolina. I don't want to see nobody in Virginia. I don't want to see nobody in the DMV at all. No DMV bad boys. No. No bad boys Chicago. No. Oh my God. Bad boys Chicago. I wouldn't even know what that style would be like. Bad boys New York City. I really think it needs to be a southern state, like maybe Bad Boys Houston. I don't know why I'm stuck on that Bad Boys Dallas or Bad Boys Houston. I'm feeling that, but I'm not seeing, it has to be, you got to go grittier. Like you got to give us something, something else. They're casting for what? They're casting for Houston. Uh-oh. Maybe Miami. I would love to see a Bad Boys Miami. That might be a lick. Bad Boys Miami or Bad Boys Houston. I'm actually for Bad Boys Miami. That might be a good lick. And if they do the same thing where they got some gay men, straight men, and white, black, I told you throwing a Latino in Miami, you might throw in an Asian out in Houston. But do mix all of that shit up. I think that's the conflict right there. You didn't got to do too much. It's just all of that diverseness is gonna create the drama in itself. You don't really gotta do too much. You ain't gotta be faking beef and shit behind the scenes. I did send in a DM to a few folks around the show to see how possible it is to like maybe talk to someone, one of the producers or someone who's filming on the show. But the one person who did respond said that you have to go through X, Y, and Z. And then the other person never got back to me. So they pretty coordinated on that. I'm in Memphis. They can never do a Bad Boys Memphis. Someone getting shot. That's why I was thinking about Chicago. I'm like, Bad Boy Chicago. Baby Joe. They're going to be pulling up on you quick, Joe. Real quick with the quickness. And that's why I don't even think that a Bad Boys Atlanta would be fruitful because it's so saturated. Like everybody's trying to come up in Atlanta. Everybody's a rapper. Everybody's a dancer. Everybody. I know the same thing with LA, but I don't think I want Atlanta. And watch me get a Bad Boys Atlanta. I guarantee it. So, well, if nobody else got anything to add, I can switch over. I can end this live so I can keep it as a Bad Boys and I can come live again and we can just kick it, or I can see you all on Wednesday. I'm not doing shit and I'm sort of bent litty. Bent litty. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do. My baby sitting right here sleeping. Right, he was on my foot. Had to move my foot off that ass. All right, y'all. Me get my ass up out of her. Okay, Lydia, I'm about to get my ass up out of here. I just found your channel today. I'll definitely be following your channel now. Oh, thank you. Oh wow. Can I ask you how you found the channel? That's interesting for me to know how you found it. Thank you. Thank you, Stiggs. I hope you have a good evening. A good rest of your evening. I definitely can come live. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna come back. That's what I think I'm gonna do because I can come back and we can kick it and I can talk some shit too. Pass me a drink. Work been stressful, child. Really, baby. If only I could tell y'all the situation. Y'all gonna be like, I'm so proud of you, Roman. But just know I made a big move in terms of my career back in March and I was going to share, but I just wanted to give things time. But I just basically told bitches and started doing things on my own. So I'm just proud of myself. YouTube recommended it. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button too. I forget to say it because I just be feeling so forgetting about it. We be into the content, but make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm about to end this live, and I'm gonna have another one. I'm probably gonna title it "Kicking It." And just come through if you want to, and I'll probably delete it later. But it's just I ain't doing shit tonight, and since I'm already here, I might as well kick it with y'all too. So, all right, y'all. All right, I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in just a little bit. I'm just gonna end this live and start another one, just for the like y'all to come through, and we gonna kick it. Um, all right, y'all. Deuces.